take solo.
Welcome back. Happy Easter, people. This is Feel Good Friday. I'm your host, Mikali, and you are watching us straight live from the Southfield Mall, right next to Cabanas. Next to the bypass, Eastern Bypass, I think, the Southfield Mall is right there. So, this month, being April, it's the Autism Awareness Month, and we're going to be talking to a group of people who've come up with an amazing initiative to just create awareness and enlighten people, break the stigma that comes with people not knowing or understanding what autism is all about. But before all of that, we have a very short clip for you to just get you understanding before we get into this conversation. So, take a look.
ASD, autism spectrum disorder,
All right.
is defined as a complex understanding of the brain's neurological behaviors. Children with autism may experience the following symptoms. 1. Social interactions impairment. 2. Impairment in developmental language skills. 3. Impairment in communication skills, verbal and nonverbal. 4. Repetitive behavior. 5. Rigid adherence to a schedule. Stay tuned to learn more with Nione. Touching heaven, changing lives.
Great. So with me here today is a group of members, founding members of the Nione Initiative. Karibuni sana. Welcome to the show. Super excited to have you here today. Maybe you can start with introductions from here going all the way. Great.
So my name is Giselle Nina Maidou,
And
and I am the founder of Nyone Initiative.
great stuff. All right.
Good morning. My name is Edgar Maidou. I'm a co-founder of Nyone Initiative. I'm a husband of Nina.
Ah, welcome.
Good morning, I'm John Philippe, I'm French and I'm also co-founder of Nyone Initiative.
Hi, my name is Raha Gatere and I'm a founding member of Nione.
All right. I'd like to just start with this. Where did this come from? Was it from like a personal experience? Did you have a child? Or know of a family that had a child, or found yourself in a situation where you were not able to relate or have a conversation or understand what's going on, so it created a curiosity? How did Nione Initiative come about?
Okay, so Nyone Initiative is inspired by our son, Louis Christophe, who has been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder when he was 4.
Right.
So yeah, it comes from a personal experience.
Okay.
And Nyone, it means same in Kiswahili.
Yeah.
So Nyone is actually a child affected by ASD who is telling us, see me, look at me.
Yeah.
Then you realize I'm just a child like any other.
Yeah.
Don't define me because of my condition. I need to be supported, I need to be loved, I need to be encouraged, and I need to be included, which means I need to do everything that other children are doing.
Absolutely.
So it has, even as a mother, at the beginning, it was a challenge for me. Because as soon as I received the diagnosis, I was looking at my son not as a child anymore, but I thought everything he was doing was just linked to his condition. So thank God I've changed my, my perspective, the way I see things.
Yeah.
And now I view him just like a child.
Absolutely.
With challenges, but he's a child.
Great. And
Yes.
I'd like to just talk to your husband
Yes.
about that, because as a mom, you deal.
Yes.
It's totally different how
Yes.
it comes or it hits you. And I don't know, for you going through all of that as a husband and father to your son.
Yes. So autism has affected our family, and as a man, it was very difficult. In the beginning, we were in denial, and then we thought we have to be together.
Yeah.
So I would like to encourage husbands and men to stick with their family and to take this journey on, and to find solution together. It's very important to stay
Yeah.
together and to face the challenge together.
Absolutely. And maybe you can just tell us what made you become part of this amazing initiative, Nione?
Oh, I came inside, yeah. I'm a special needs teacher, we can say that. Don't know really the translation compared what I was doing in France. And I'm working also actually with special needs kids. I know them from church from 4 years now. We've met the first or the second week that she came in the same church than me. and we start to talk about their child, and the people tell them that there is a special need teacher there, you can talk to him. So we started to talk like that, and we started to do something 4 years ago, a small team to accompany their child in church, and we called them even Angels for Kids at that moment, and we just had something very simply, and the years passed, and then for last year we met again, we talked, and we had the same the same kind of vision in our heart, and it came naturally, and we just one day we talked. I called her, she wanted to call me, and we just started to say we have something in our hearts to do something for the autistic kids, and so the experience started like that.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's really good, darling.
Yes. Like I said, we were in the same church, and once you hear, I didn't know much about ASD before I met Nina and Edgar. So once I had their story and the journey that they went through, then you want to be involved in becoming aware for yourself, but also helping others be aware, because all of us have heard of a family who has been affected with ASD. We may not understand it fully, and so that is what we are all about, to make this, to bring awareness to people, to help them provide inclusive environments, and not to leave them apart, but find ways to include them in everyday life.
Absolutely. Inclusion is key. I think it's very important. And during this month, it's one thing that we should be preaching about, because we don't need to have like a school or a church or a play group or something just for children or people with autism. It should be included, so that because that's the only way we can learn, even as other people who are, I don't know, doing what. But what does Nione Initiative do exactly, apart from creating awareness? Are there practical things that happen in there that create knowledge and break down the stigma?
So first of all, I would like maybe to emphasize that it's a ministry, because we are believers, and as believers and as parents, we want our children to be better than us when it comes to become an example and a Christ-like person. But how do you do that when you have a child with a disability? How do you teach Christ to a child that has a challenge?
Oh, wow.
That's where we come on board. We have to train, we want to train people involved in the Sunday school how to accompany such children, but also to include them in all aspects of the church. And autism being complex and not being as other disability, you need some minimum of knowledge and of training. That's where we come on board. So we train Sunday school teachers on what autism is and how to accompany and include them.
Oh, wow.
And then we also do awareness to churches, so they can know what it is, and so they can know that around them and in the community we have hundreds of families that are challenged with ASD and that are believers just like us, but because the church is not equipped and because the church doesn't know much about it, this family are staying at home. And that was our case a few years ago, and it shouldn't be that way. So we do awareness, and we also give simple tools to Sunday school teachers to know how to accompany such kids. Let me also emphasize that we are not training people to become specialists. No, just the basic on what ASD is and how to welcome, to accompany, and to include a child in the church environment.
I'm just going to ask this, and it's very interesting, because we think about schools, we think about all the other things, but who thinks about the church?
It's true.
Oh my goodness.
Mandates of the church is to be a support to people and to families, and if there's a segment of the society that is not able to integrate into the church, then we have not fulfilled our mandate, and that's what drives us as one of the driving force of why we want Nione to go not just to our church but to spread to other churches. But we also work with other stakeholders. We want to approach schools, because a lot of parents are very limited affected in the schools that they can take their children to. And so we want to be able to partner with schools and to bring awareness to them so that they're able to include children who are affected with autism.
Great. This is noble. It is amazing what you guys are doing. It is out of this world. I have goosebumps all over. There's something that's happening on the 27th of this month.
Yes.
Maybe you can tell us about that. Anybody? Everybody?
Well,
Okay.
on the 27th, we have been invited by a school that my sons attend. It's Brookside Preparatory School, and it's a school that includes children with special needs. So we have been invited to do an awareness session and just to have a discussion on how we can accept but include also children with special needs.
Okay.
So that's what will happen on the 27th.
Great. And it's open to everyone?
Yes, it's open to everybody. So please write on your agenda on the 27th from 9, I believe, until 12. So it's open to everybody. Come, be part of the discussion, learn more about what families are facing, and I believe we all gonna come out nurtured and inspired.
True, true. For anyone who's watching this show, and this is directed to you, for anyone who's watching this show and they probably are not, they don't go probably to church, or maybe they go to a church that does not include them in that way, and they have a child with autism, what are some of the little things they need to know, to do, so that they can build that relationship and, you know, people around them from wherever they are? What are some of the things that they can do with this child, and for the community, in their little small ways?
You mean people who are affected by who have a child with I'm not sure because sorry for my French and English.
I wish I just know we. Is it we? So I'm just talking about the person who's watching, and anyone can just jump in. Okay. But anyone who's watching this show, they don't go to a church that has the same facilities that you offer, and the education that you are preaching or talking and creating awareness about. What are some of the little things that, as a mother, as a parent in a certain community, what are some of the things they need to know or learn, little hacks to deal with such situations?
The thing is, there's no, maybe I can't say that there's no little things. They just have to be confident. Just up to maybe listen to what people around them used to say. There's a lot of things who have been said about autism and a lot of confusion. So I think the first thing is to be confident in themselves and to be not aware about what the other person around them can see, can say, can tell them, and they have to go like. That's why I like also Nina and Gab, because you know they have this strength. They go even if people who can say something, they go anywhere, and it's why also inclusion is very important in our project, because we want to say that any kind of kids, children, person affected by autism, in fact, are normal. And I like to say that it's not those people who are affected who has to adapt to our society, to the place where they will go, in school, in church, everywhere, in the mall. It's the society who has to adapt. So the only thing I can say to those people who are watching us today, who are affected, go, don't be scared, don't be afraid. Go, you have to show what you are, your child. You don't be shy, don't have shame. You go, and the people will look, and it's also one of our mission to change the mentality, to change the vision, to change the way the people look at those persons who are completely normal. They just behave sometimes differently, but when you enter that world, you find a lot of incredible things. Even for yourself, you understand a lot of things, and you can even upgrade yourself. I like to say that, but we have a friend in common, Manuela, and she used to say that she has a daughter, and she used to say that her daughter has a divine setup. I like that. So go with that idea that your child, if you have a child, I don't know which camera I have to say, you have a child, he has a divine setup. And go, and God will make the way, and He will change the people. If you are afraid of anybody, even sometimes it's the family, it's come from the neighbor, it's from the short person. Sorry for my English, but
it's okay.
The short,
it's okay.
choose word like that. Short person around you, go. Talk to them, don't be, go with confidence.
Just be there for them.
Yeah.
And I think it's important, that's the message. But as we come to the end of this, maybe you can tell us, how can we help you? How can we help as the people who are watching? How do we become part of this?
Yes. So, first of all, thanks to KTN for giving us this platform. It's very important to talk to Kenya. Kenya is a beautiful place, and Kenya is an example for other African countries in terms of what is happening around autism. So to help us is very simple. Pray for us and pray for those children and love them. As a father of a 9-year-old child affected by autism, first of all, we have to love them and to be around. So talk about autism, ask questions, go online. There are many resources out there. Go on the Nyone Facebook page, on the Nyone YouTube page. And there are many resources there, and we would like to start a movement here in Kenya.
Absolutely.
And we invite all Kenyans to be with us.
Just get onto the bandwagon. Let's create this awareness.
To be with us. And fathers, be around. Love your children. It's a fantastic journey. When they do things for the first time, they were not able to do. That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
And be there. And thank you to KTN for giving us this platform.
Sana. I'm being told my time is up. Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having us.
Great. You know what? Check them out on Facebook, on YouTube, on social media, and just this month, take it upon yourself to just create awareness to just one more person, or read more about it, or, you know, just visit someone, just be there and spread the love. I hear Violetta is on the other side with Like a Rose, so we're just going to move over there for some more music. It's a Feel Good Friday, y'all.
Girl, you were meant for me, and just to keep you by my side, do whatever it takes. I know you got love for me, cause look how many times you forgave me for my mistakes and everything that you done for me. You're the one I turn to when too much is on my plate. I hope that you never change. For everything you do, I appreciate. So hurry on home, I cook for you. I gotta make it sexy just for you. And I'ma do everything in the book for you. So you ain't gotta look no further. So hurry on home, I cook for you. I gotta make it sexy just for you. And I'ma do everything in the book for you. So you ain't gotta look no further.
DJ 212.
If you want me to hold, I'll give you the remedy. If something's got you down low, I just want to return some love. I need you to know that you take me up high,
Girl, I was meant for this. They love when you're giving me surely can live correct. I love you, the plan for this. You make me laugh in grace when you work it out. Me, I demand for this. You know, we go on a chill, me, we work it out. Just stay the same. Only thing me wanna change, girl, are your last name. Hey! Hey!
212.
She's the classic, wake up a raffle. She's the classic.
Leo ni leo msema kesho ni bafu, wakitaka wastake game yangu ni shika glasi, weka barafu, mimi na kinywaji nyua kwenye mashavu.
So, Mommy, tell me about this food.
Violet, this food is well balanced.
Okay.
You have our carbohydrates, we have our proteins, and we have our veggies. And what I've made for you today is coconut rice,
Okay.
wali wa nazi, cashew nut chicken, and kienyeji vegetables.
Okay.
So we have a mixture of terere, kaurora, and other managu for the vegetables.
Okay, all right.
Please.
So I know there's a lot of celebration this weekend. It's Easter, you're hosting people, you're cooking for the family. This is definitely a recipe that you should try, and I'm about to do that just right now and tell you how yummy this food is. It looks really yummy, it smells really nice, so I know it tastes even better. All right, all right, all right. I can't wait to take a break so that I can just eat this entire food because it's really, really nice. It's very nice.
Thank you, Violet.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. So, guys, there you have it. Cashew nut chicken. We have coconut rice and mboga za kienyeji. An amazing meal that you can make for your family over Easter. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we have models that will be strutting the runway for us. So don't dare go anywhere because KTN Life and Style is about to go to a whole nother level. Stay tuned.